Hello, hello, hello. Oops. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning. Oh, good morning to you and you and you and you and you and you. Welcome to Coffee Break. My name is Laura González, and I welcome you to Blue Witch Presents Coffee Break with Laura González. I welcome you to the coffee break. You know I have to moisturize my hands because I am not about to shuffle cards without putting some lotion in my hands so that I can get paper cuts. No, we don't do that here. Welcome to the coffee break. Today we have tarot and oracles. So we will be working with the Unbridled Spirit Tarot, the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle, the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, the what's it called? The Revelation deck, and last but not least, no, not yet, the B Tarot, and now last but not least, the Don Miguel Ruiz, the Four Agreements Oracle. And with that, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let us breathe before we do anything. Let us breathe. At this moment, we'd like to ask the divine to let us see what we need to see, and that information is used for the greater good. So be it. All right, kids, let's do this. Let's pull our first oracle card. The Four Agreements Oracle. We have don't make assumptions from the agreement that says don't make assumptions. And the message is be yourself around others. Be yourself around others. The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, and abuse us, and blame us as we blame ourselves. Right? Hello, Masas Mundo. The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. And speaking of be, I'm a be pulling from the B Tarot. Let's see what the B Tarot has for us today. How are you, Masas Mundo? Let's see. Let's see what our next card here. We have, which one is this? The Four of Wands reversed. Four of Wands reversed. So wait. Four of Wands, not the seven, the four. Here it is. So this is what the card looks like. However, we got it reversed. So let's see what is the meaning of that card. Four of Wands reversed. Be careful that you are not celebrating too soon. Do not be premature in agreeing to things that have not as yet been given foundation. Fools rush in where angels fear to threat. Employ caution and do not broadcast your intentions. So be careful that you are not celebrating too soon. Do not be premature in agreeing to things that have not as yet been given foundation. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Employ caution and do not broadcast your intentions. And Masas is saying, I'm sick, my tummy, gastrointestinal issues. Oh my goodness. And she's worried because she's got a lot to do this weekend. Well, we wish you well and recovery, and that you can do all the things, and that you start feeling much better very, very, very soon. Please, healing to you, healing to you, healing to everybody. Just make sure it's not the cyclospora, whatever thing. You know what I mean? Chili bean. Just be careful. If anything, you have to go to the doctor, just to make sure that you're all right. Sometimes we just don't want to go to the doctor because it's so damn expensive. But sometimes we have to. I hope it's not the case. I hope you can just, all the time. And I do have a very delicate. All right, kids, let's see what the Revelator deck has for today. This one stuck to my hand. Why is it always a lightning ball? I don't like bugs. And I quite often get the lightning bug. The lightning bug. And it came right side up. So let's see what the heck. What the heck? What the heck? A person is inspiring, bright, inspiring. So I guess we are talking about luminosity and a person who is bright and inspiring, coming to our lives, presenting themselves, bringing off their luminosity. I guess that's all it says. A person who is bright and inspiring. That is our message from the Revelator deck. If I stop getting the lighting bug, that will be great. Thank you very much. I'm not going to say that the card is stalking me, but we almost always get the same card every time we use the Revelator deck. It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, kids, are you having coffee? I am for sure having my second cup of coffee of today. Yesterday we had class. It was so much fun. We talk about Centeotl. We talk about hospitality. We talk about tradition. We talk about reciprocity, right? All the things that we learn from not just Centeotl, but all the corn deities. And it was a great class. That was yesterday. Today we have podcasts. Today we are going to be talking with Fiona Cook about her book, The Dream Atlas. The Dream Atlas, a great book for dream interpretation and dream knowledge. And it's truly a journey. If you follow the book, if you go on the journey, it's like a year companion for you to learn how to work with your dreams. It's a beautiful book. So that is all we're going to talk about tonight. on the podcast on Lunatic Mondays. And then, of course, 2 weeks from today, or rather 2 weeks from yesterday, on Sunday the 23rd, we will be doing the Embodying the Teteoh. Embodying the Teteoh, uh, the practice of Texipla, which in the deity, but this time we're taking it further into embodying the philosophy of the deities, right? And that is done through knowing the myth of, in this case, this month is going to be Chicomecoatl and Centeotl. Um, we talk about the myths, we talk about their importance in nature, and we talk about how can we embody those qualities in our daily life. And of course, we do meditation afterwards, and then we do kind of like a community circle where we all come to be with each other, to witness each other, to hold space for each other. That part is not recorded, so if you can join us live, that part you enjoy with us, but it's not recorded. For those that cannot join, um, the recording stops after the meditation. The community circle is never recorded because community circles thrive on confidentiality. So, what happens to the community circle stays in the community circle. And yeah, that's the thing. Let's see what the Witch's Wisdom Tarot has for us today. Hello, wooden trees, wooden treasures, wooden treasures. Welcome to the coffee break. And we have rebirth. The card is that of rebirth. Okay, let's see. I think it's technically major arcana. Air, water, earth, the shaman. Okay, rebirth. Looks like this, right? And the message is that of. Let's see what we have here. Okay, folks, it's a long message, so please pay attention. It can be difficult to let go of the past or dreams that haven't come true or love that is no longer in our life. But creation, anyway, I got distracted here on YouTube. I think I'm being spammed. Let me start again. It can be difficult to let go of the past or dreams that haven't come true or love that is no longer in our life. But creation teaches that every ending is followed by a beginning. Nothing in life, no matter how painful or challenging, is wasted when you exercise the magic of discernment. Ask yourself, what purpose did this event in my life serve? Why did I make the choices I made? What can I learn from what I've gone through? Find the answers and everything changes. There is meaning and purpose in every challenge, loss or sorrow. If you put it, when you find the meaning, you'll find yourself able to begin again, wiser, stronger, and better than before. The energy of life will flow through you, and what once seemed impossible will be within reach. Trust that when the time is right, you'll arise revitalized and ready. That is the big old message from the card of rebirth. I will read it again. It can be difficult to let go of the past or dreams that haven't come true or love that is no longer in our life. But creation teaches that every ending is followed by a beginning. Nothing in life, no matter how painful or challenging, is wasted when you exercise the magic of discernment. Ask yourself, what purpose did this event in my life serve? Why did I make the choices I made? What can I learn from what I've gone through? Find the answers and everything changes. There's meaning and purpose in every challenge, loss, or sorrow if you put it to use. When you find the meaning, you'll find yourself able to begin again, wiser, stronger, and better than before. The energy of life will flow through you, and impossible will be within reach. Trust that when the time is right, you'll arise revitalized and ready. Big, big message from the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. So we have here guidance and help for Ritika. Please help me. Sure. Bluewitch.org. Bluewitch.org. I can help you absolutely. All you have to do is go to bluewitch.org. Blue as the color, witch as the word witch. .org. There you can find my scheduling for tarot readings, for consultations, for energy work, and all the things. And of course, if what you want is classes, you can find all the classes. Whether past events in which you can learn self-paced or future offerings that you can sign up for in the future. Everything, anything, and all the things are at bluewitch.org. Even my art, if you're interested on goddess art, abstract art, you can go to bluewitch.org and look at my paintings. I, prints from my paintings. And if you're interested in an original piece of work, you can ask, you can inquire, and if I have the original available, maybe I'll sell them. You know, it depends on if the person is interested. But I do have all my originals. 99% of my originals I have with me. Some have been purchased already. But yeah, Blue Witch is in there. All right, kids. Next oracle card. Okay, this one stuck to my hand. From the Anatomy of a Witch, we have Awake. Awake. The card is called Awake. Can I ask now here only? No, you have to hire me. I do not work for free. Nobody does work for free. Do you work for free? Okie dokie. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, they are deleting their messages. Yeah, I do not work for free, honey. Okay, the card is that of Awake. Awake is the message. And RX, because this is treated like healing, right? Anatomy of a Witch. So our prescription, brood awakenings. Awareness is a cumulative process. Now is a good time to pay more attention to the small, often overlooked details that make up the bigger picture. Consider how you can be more present in your daily tasks through your senses, touch, taste, smell, etc., versus being off elsewhere in your head. Hello, hippie Janet. I got an itch. Sorry, I got a scratch. Hi, hippie Janet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So the card is Awake. Brood awakening. Awareness is a cumulative. I can't say that word, cumulative. Awareness is a cumulative process. Now is a good time to pay more attention to the small, often overlooked details that make up the bigger picture. Consider how you can be more present in your daily tasks through your senses, touch, taste, smell, etc., versus being off elsewhere in your head. It's getting so hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Not only is it getting hot, but I think I'm getting over caffeinated. I'm feeling like this. I think I'm just going to leave that coffee well alone. Okay, one more sip. You ever feel that you have a lot of caffeine inside of you? That's how I'm feeling right now. I probably should not drink any more coffee today. But an addiction. You know, I quit drinking, I quit smoking, I don't eat meat. I basically quit drinking soda, though I'm still drinking Sprite here and there. Coffee is basically my only vice I have left. Not that I need to have one, but you know, it's basically my only vice left. Okay, kids, Unbridled Spirit Tarot. Do you have for us Unbridled Spirit Tarot? One more shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. And we pull. Ooh, we have the card of death. I think it's death. The moon, I'm sorry, is the moon reversed. As we approach a new moon on tomorrow, no, Wednesday. Wednesday is a new moon. So we have, this is the incredibly beautiful card of the moon from the Unbridled Spirit Tarot. Hello, Alexa. Guten Abend. So the moon reversed. The moon reversed. With the spirit of the moon reversed, you can see the way cast by the moon's light. And you are no longer afraid to move forward despite the looming shadows and notions of monsters in the depths. You may have been led astray before, making you hesitant to try again, but you will not let fear and worry keep you fenced in. Trust that your instincts are there to help you guide you on your way. You may still have moments of doubt, but you are feeling more confident standing in the moon's beautiful light. Right, right, right. So, with the spirit of the moon reversed, you can see the way cast by the moon's light, and you are no longer afraid to move forward despite the looming shadows and notions of monsters in their depths. You may have been led astray before, making you hesitant to try again, but you will not let fear and worry keep you fenced in. Trust that your inner instincts are there to help you guide you on your way. I love that. Trust that your instincts are there to help you guide you on your way. You may still have moments of doubt, but you are feeling more confident standing in the moon's beautiful light. Alas, we are approaching a new, apparently, will have no moonlight. But the truth of the matter is that if you really, really look, if you really pay attention, it is on the new moon nights when you can truly see the moon for what it is, for who she is. Ooh, hello, La Dancy Nancy. Alexa says, ain't no choice now but to move forward in a new place. How beautiful. And the tomorrow. That big old eclipse that was going to happen is going to be a total eclipse in Europe. Is that what's coming? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, how beautiful, right? That we live in a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful world where we can witness these things. A solar eclipse. Hello, La Dancy Nancy. Wow, I remember living through the solar eclipse of, I think it was 91. In Mexico, we had the full coverage of the solar eclipse. One of the most beautiful things I ever witnessed. The animals went down. Um, Chickens went to their pens. Dogs lay down. The cats were active, and the darkness was a few minutes. Right? Um, it wasn't a whole hour per se. Right? When it's going through and it started to get dark, all the animals went and lay down, and we were all there just witnessing it. Right? And then when it passed, and you could see the sun again, the chickens, the roosters, I guess, they started singing as if it was morning again, as if the morning had just come back again. It was fantastic. Uh, yes, Alexa's saying it's such a spectacular experience. Imagine what it was like way back for ancestors. That's why there's so much myth and so much wonder and so many bad omens, right? That our ancestors will fear, incredibly fear um, the movement of the sun and then this type of phenomena, right? Which is not a phenomenon, it's natural, right? It happens every so often. Um, and I was kind of aware that an eclipse is happening. I didn't know it was tomorrow. It is tomorrow. You get full coverage by you? Are you going to see the whole thing? Alexa, that must be enjoy every second of it, please. Oh, it is truly an unforgettable experience to see a total solar eclipse. It's just a thing of wonder. And if you have an obsidian crystal, you can peep into the sky and you can actually see it through the obsidian crystal. Please don't ever look directly. It can really damage your eyes very, very much. Um, but yeah, I leave you with that wonder, right, of the elements and the moon. And of course, we're gonna have a new moon on Wednesday, so do your magic, witches. 95 in Lisbon. Okay, okay, but she said I will see 95 in Lisbon, but I did get to experience in Missouri some years back. Yeah, um, and the meteor shower. Oof, oof, a lot of things happening. Let's that are happening, and wonder in awe of what a beautiful life is existing today. It's a beautiful, beautiful privilege to exist today with all of you. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Laura González, and until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. Bye bye, YouTube, and bye.